Yeah.
So here's a thought. You should love what you do. Even if
That
you don't.
sounds binary.
Even if you don't.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't love what you do, then I would say then you should figure out how to love what you do. Because there's a way, right? There are people who are like, we come in so many different types. There are people who are born into this world who are just productive. And they're really, really naturally good at it. They're naturally good at it in a way in which it is play to them. They're grinding and producing things at a rate that's just insane to everybody else. But they love what they do, and it's part of what makes them good at it, is they love it. They're just geared towards doing work. They can sit, knock out things for hours at a time. Not that I promote sitting for hours at a time, but there are people who are just geared that way. I'm not geared that way. That's not how I was made. But because people are like that, I know that the idea of work that's just grinding out 80 hours a week kind of work, that there are people who are naturally inclined to be that way, means that that's not necessarily wrong. It's not the wrong way to do it. There's also people who are incredibly talented and are able to produce a tremendous amount with just a little bit of effort. Artists are a good example of that, right? They can sit down for 30 minutes and they can produce something that pays them for the next 10 years, right? And then they can get away with doing very little with the rest of their time.
This is one side of the story, though, right?
Right. Well, I'm kind of giving two extremes of the spectrum to go, well, which one's the right way to be?
Yeah.
Well, they both are.
Yeah.
Which means that we get to fit somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of, where do we fit? And how do we fit? Coming back to the idea that work is sacrifice. There's no joy, there's no love, there's no play if work is just purely sacrifice. If it's, I have to. That is
that's easy to not find joy in.
It's easy to forget.
Yeah.
It's easy not only is it easy to not find joy in it, it's easy to apply a level of suffering on top of what it already is. Like, it already is hard, and then we suffer on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to avoid, not just for myself, but for other people. Now, I also think that there's people who have tough lives and have really hard jobs that are really hard to love, but they can find ways to love it. The fact that it puts food on the table for my family, the fact that I can put my kids through school, are reasons that I show up and love my job and do my job well. And I know people who do that, and they have some of the toughest, most difficult jobs in the world, jobs that I would not take.
So this is basically, you're talking about like the power of imagination. It's like, that's the gift that we have, and it's the perspective, the lens through which we look at.
Perspective.
Hey, if you enjoyed this clip, consider checking out other clips here on this channel. If you want to dive into more, also check out the full episode. This is season 1, episode 6. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.